Hello everybody, welcome to Non-Nuclear Panda. First of all, I apologize if I sound tired as shit. It's because I am, because I've been working 6 and 7 hour shifts the past 2 days at my new job. But either way, this video, or audio thing, is going to be how I am recording guitars and basses and some vocals for House Divided. Now, I know you guys have heard In Silence, but we're going to re-record In Silence for House Divided, and I'm gonna remaster it, and I'm gonna do this video showing how, or telling you guys how I record the guitars, how I get tones, and all that fun shit, and then the song is gonna come out in a little bit. So without further ado, let's start off with the lead guitars. Right, for the clean intro, it was actually pretty simple. I'm using all the GarageBand impulses, by the way, all the stock GarageBand stuff, and my Digitech pedal. So, for the clean intro, I use setting number 26 on my pedal, which is a preset. It's, let me check what the hell 26 has in it. 26 is, a clean acoustic amp, a little bit of EQ, a gate, some chorus, and some, I think about 7 on the reverb. It's got some hall reverb on it, just to give it a little fatness and fill it all up. Now, I usually do centers when I do intro, especially if they're clean. I do all of it in the center with one track. I do it straight center, so it gives all that in-your-face kind of a thing. Then I'll usually do it 2 or 4 times, and then split it up between left and right. Now, for cleans, I like to do not hard left and right, but not barely. I like to do it right in the middle, of like the left and right. So it's in headphones, it's panned about 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock ish. So yeah, now let's get on to the intro with the distorted guitars. Now, that was basically, I have a new setting on my pedal, 51, which is kind of like the old one, but it's a bit more bass heavy in the EQ, and there's no reverb or delay on it at all, and yeah. And then in GarageBand on the impulse, I used to use the, I used it for the cleans, but I used to use the Marshall impulse that it had, like the Marshall head impulses, but I find that it was really, really staticky, especially if you didn't have any headphones in your phone, you were just listening to it straight out of the fucking speakers. It sounds very staticky, so I'm trying some new tones, and I'm working right now with, it sounds kind of like an orange amp to me, but either way, it's a bit more bass heavy, and I'm gonna try some mixing between that amp and some other kind of amp sims in GarageBand. But yeah, no, that's the intro. The guitars, especially distorted, are hard all the way left and right. Like, it's basically 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock on those things. It's as hard left and right as you can get them. Also, quick thing, I'm using the song was originally on the 6 strings, 6 string and the 4 string bass, or 6 string guitar and the 4 string bass, and they were tuned to drop A sharp, which is pretty fucking low, but for shits and giggles, I'm using the 7 string on this one, tuned down to, standard tuning with the 6 string, and then on the low tune, it's on the low A, so basically drop A on a 7 string, and I'm gonna tune Joe's down to that too. So yeah, that's the intro. Let's move on into the verses. The verse is pretty much the same as the intro and stuff when it comes to the panning, 'cause it's still ridiculously hard left and right. I'm just chugging along on the low fucking E string. Not much is being changed here. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the verses. I mean, aside from originally, I believe I did it kind of harmonized with the guitars, but I couldn't figure out the fucking thing, because when you have a 7-string tune the way it is, it's a bit weird. So let's move on to the chorus. Now, in that bit, it was just lots of chords. It was basically open, just strumming, just then hammered on the 5th fret. Then what I like to call the paradigm chord. And the only reason I call this the paradigm chord, because the first time I ever heard or learned this chord was in Paradigm by Avenged Sevenfold. Mind you, that song's in drop C sharp. But basically, it's like a power chord, kind of, but on 3 strings. Not like the octave, I think, like this. It's actually a full chord with 3 different strings. So you hit the 4th fret on the low A, the 5th fret on the E, and the 7th fret. It's basically a power chord, 5th and 7th on the E and the A, but adding a low 4th on the A. So basically, it's not pretty. Then I do on the E string, I do a chord, just like the full octave chord, just the whole, and then 3rd fret, and then chug the shit out of the 1st fret on the low A. So just palm mute it to shit, and there's that. And it's just some noodling and shit. So yeah, and there's like a weird little leady bit that goes along with that, just to make the chorus a little bit less boring. So then the verse is basically the same again, and then let's go on to the breakdown. So, holy gent McBrutal McGent Gruffer Jared Dines Grudy fucking Jicky's married Grenchy gent fuck. Yeah. It's literally all on the first, well, the ba-dum is all on the first and open frets. The highest fret I use for that whole fucking breakdown is like the 6th fret. So, it's pretty genty. Now, the next bit we're going to work on is the solo, which I'm going to attempt to play it decent enough so I can play it again one day. So let's do that. The fucking solo rhythm for the guitars is literally just the same thing as the verse. You know, that da 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 da, but it's the same exact thing, so yeah. So yeah, that's how I recorded in silence. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll be doing a few more of these on other songs, as well as maybe some covers on how I would go about approaching cover songs with tones and shit. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.